Welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised previously, when I played Strange Horticultures, I am getting around to playing Strange Antiquities, which is a sequel, sort of, and definitely in the same world as Strange Horticulture. I haven't seen anybody really play it. I've been making sure not to spoil the game. It's really weird. There's no music. But I did do some things in the options, so let's get started. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Okay, wow, gosh, we're leading up to stuff already. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, strange antiquities in my hand. None of us knew by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. You can hear Deuce cackling in the background. My apologies. I can't stop him from cackling, just who he is. The ravens were an omen. Wow, the ravens are very loud in my ears right now. An omen for sure. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. If you could get the birds to stop cackling in my ears. Oh, good Lord. Ooh, this is cool looking. It's very Day of the Dead-esque. Oh, wow. This is an upgrade from the last, Aw. Aw. It's a cat with two different eyes. Oh, and the purring and the purring. Oh, that's nice. What is this? Inspect. Color and composition. Move the cursor over hearts. Withered flesh, grim gold. Okay. Leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to the touch. Oh, I am smelling it apparently. I was expecting it to smell worse than it actually does. Well, I guess there's blessings on that. I have nothing to remark. Okay. And then I can change the colors. I can change the shape. I can change the icon. Oh my. Let's go back. All right. I guess we will get our instructions when we start the day. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Wow, such confidence you have in me. Oh, oh yes, there is some stuff that's locked. Okay. I like how the eye on that pendant moves around. What is this? I can just move it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. What about this book? Inspect. Okay, we're going to have ecumenical. That's how we're going to do that. An ecumenical is a receptacle featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Aries remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia where colors and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares the same name. Very, very interesting. Binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials representing the mentic and the wexic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. The Yew Labyrinth at Castle Morrigan, a larger than life binding seed. Ethereal Key. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of thematic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Eye of Cernunnos. 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 That's what we're going to go with. Cernunnos. Why not? Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. The eyes in the trees. That's cool. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Guise of Lillian. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. Kind of look like fossils to me, just saying. The remnants of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy, sure, for centuries. From petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenail, a guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Hearing charm, a simple trinket that amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Aw, hearing charms can take the form of animals known for their hearing. Heart chamber. Uh-oh, I see a name. There is a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blinkarthaka. Karthik, Karthra. Blinkarthra. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Holger's followers believed that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as a wraith chamber. Heart chambers are based on the mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. All right. Horn shackle. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, excuse me, in use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years, like a worry stone. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. That's an elaborate horn shackle, it says. Hunter's Boon. Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Lamb Siphon. Used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using a dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. Hey, we had those plants in the last game. Libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Orford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, the Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and a clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. It's fair. Ossic Ring. These somewhat macabre objects are originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favor as beliefs wane. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Does that include human vermin? I guess we can find out later. Some say they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an ossic ring up to their ear. Restful Mether. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the dranthum plant. Hey, another plant from last time. I like the similarities at least. Is drunk from them, taken on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Sextrum protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. So we should use them all the time, it sounds like. Shadow hold. A shadow hold or ashatic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an ashatic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. All right, so that's going to help us figure out those shadow holds. Shimmer, like eyeshadow. These objects to a series of these belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. Okay. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Satherfell of 1356. Assuming this was the shimmer, maybe? I don't know. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white hart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token from taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Well, at least it allows the stag to stay alive. Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze orc that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the power patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. I'm assuming this is the torque, and I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's what we're calling it. Because this looks like a snake, unless. Well, it said, wait a second, it says wearing his torque. Maybe that's the torque then. Or that's the torque? One of the two, maybe. Zaya. Worn about the neck to place them close to the heart, these innocent looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material. Oh my goodness. Weather's moving in, and so it's making me yawn a lot. My apologies. Material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon them upon their surface. Okay. And then we've got, oh, this is nice. We can just, I like the index. The index is really helpful. Because sometimes I just want to know, like, a topic, right? And that was definitely lacking in the last book. I don't remember that being there, but that's okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. All right. I need to inspect. Okay. Go here. Let's do it this way. Oh, and I like that it says it gives me the notes of whether I've figured it out or not. That's lovely. Primitive item. Okay, slain beasts. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Gives me a sensation of power. I have nothing to remark on the smooth, but with ridges, and then that's smooth. It kind of looks like a tooth. Okay, so that's a possibility. What is this? I notice a slight out-of-body feeling like my hands belong to someone else. Well, I don't think that's gonna be it. I'm betting that this is it. Yeah? Yay! Identified! Clues. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. I thought it looked like a tooth. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Gnostic, as in like nocturnal, Gnostic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay. Bye bye. I handled my first customer. And see, I have it automatically um, do the tags so I don't have to think about them. Okay, I don't want to. All right, next. Come on, Jack. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters ago. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I am told a shadow hold will draw it out. All right. Shadow hold. We'll have this catcher. It's a vessel. Sometimes a jar or some sort of box. Okay. Jar or box. Oh no, those are weights. Oh, I'd rather see the weights. A jar or vessel. Rough and pitted. Made of stone. I don't think that's gonna be it. What is this? Ooh. My heart feels lighter. Isn't that like the... Nothing to remark. Raised detailing. Bronze. The entire thing is bronze. Okay. But that looks like the symbol, right? No, I don't want... I mean, maybe I do want a candle. Yeah, that looks like They are decorated with a shadow candle. Okay. Shadow hold it can be used pulling the shadow. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it that because honestly, that totally looks like, even though it's not a, oh, that wasn't the item I should slow down and think more carefully. Not bad. I mean, that does look like it though. What are you? Cool and warm. Interesting. I don't think that's gonna be it. It said box or container. Ooh, it's probably this. Pungent. They've been carved in clay. How about you? Do that. Yay! Clues. The item is a container. It has, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Bye, Jack. There is auto labeling on. I love it. Oh, hey, David, my friendly mail person. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, David, ever so bright and cheerful as usual. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Okay, what do I do with this? Okay, I'm gonna put that down there. I don't know what to do with it. I'm sorry. There we go. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on to the tongue. All right. An Ossic ring, you say. I should hear That's why he's pleasing. They're hard to come by, keep vermin at bay. Originally made as an offering. Some say they can hear the hiss when they hold up to their ear. Great. All right. I don't have any other direction other than I am looking for a sound. Nothing to remark. I'm betting this is um the thing around the one god. I forget already. I don't think it's gonna be a bat. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. Ooh, I should probably go back and figure what that is. Uh, Ossic. Nothing to remark. No, okay. Yeah, I didn't think that would be it either, but you know. Hey, look! Sounds of a serpent. Sir, this is your item. Oh, this is made of bone. Hmm, enjoy. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. According to popular myth, the truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are out of uh, placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. All right, great. Hey, I've identified 3 things. Go me on my first day. I've only screwed up once or twice. Let's learn more about Jupiter, devourer of souls. Well, that's lovely. Eli's Jupiter. Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter has his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known about the town. Well, that's lovely. All right. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might help to put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Yes, because you are um, full of stuff. I think this is going to be it. Uh, any bronze torque with skill, such items could read patterns, typically depicted as a man, antlers, often wearing his torque. And I think that's what that is. That's what I'm going to guess. And it's right. Go me. Made of bronze, looks similar to the sketch. Spirit eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. All right, we are closed for the day. What was this one? Louder and clearer. Okay, hold on. Louder and clearer. Let's go to the back. Hearing. Oh, a hearing charm. Simple trinket that amplifies sound. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking this is a hearing charm. And I'm going to put that in this because I think right now these are all, oh, well, they are getting the same kind, but they're getting similar. Yeah, similar things. Yeah, they're not getting these kind of tags, so that's the important part, to make it distinct that I guessed that. That was my guess, not confirmation. Ooh, and I guess I could make it a different color. The black mare thundered through this icy rain, shining wet in the silver moon light. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backborough. Oh, no, oh my. Or rider? Or is it like the Black Riders in Tolkien? Oh, I didn't realize I had to. Oh, interesting. I have to actually move the light. And it's not difficult, but it's not like simple either. Wait, corners. Corners are hard. Those are shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. What do I do with that? Oh, I guess it's going to tell me what I do with that. Maybe? Where did I get... Oh, interesting. Okay. You can use shift to bring the magnifying glass up. I got all sorts of things here. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Oh. Oh. Oh, maybe that goes like in one of those places? There's a couple of spots, right? That's right next door. I don't think we have doubles of anything. Okay. So this, it looks like it repeats and this should go there, right? Yeah. That should go there. So we've at least solved that one. Oh, I can explore. How lovely. Oh. Not going very far. The last girl got to go all over the place. I just get Undermere. I don't get to go any place beyond that. Okay. A escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid in the first building he came to. Okay. Assuming, yeah, this is northwest. So it would be this way. What I'm trying to see is, do we know where the prison is? Well, let's start at the top, I guess. Farm. Hey, Strange Horticulture. Oh, it's on the list. It's right there. Number 2. Lovely. The Burrows High Chapel, Hospital, House, Yard, Old Jail. So maybe number 10. Keep that in mind. Museum, Spoken Word, Manor, Square, Vinings, Hall Guild, Covenant, Station Pit, Mossy Wood, Guthries Tower, Undermere Church, and Strange Antiquities. We're down here. And farm and whatnot. Okay, so if we're assuming it's the old jail, number 10, he ran northwest. How do I explore this? Yay! Okay, the dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Oh my. Okay. I guess I should study it. Hearing and smelling does nothing. It's polished and then that's rough. Okay. Huge black gemstone streaked with red in iron. Alright. Okie dokie. Okay, so how do I get... Oh, okay, that's how I get there. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Where would the boatyard be? Here, maybe? 23? That's Bell Tower. Burrows. The boatyard, number 8. Friday, the boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. You must be from Strange Antiquities, he says with a smile. He takes me into a dilapidated office where two metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin yellow pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk and places them gently in my hands. Ooh, sheep's vessel, or sorry, sleep vessel, not sheep's vessel. See, sheep's vessel is a whole different thing, I guess. Sleep vessel. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 Thomic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Gnostic, Duranic, Wiccic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to sleep out. Oh no! Ah, dang it! I wanted to read the rest of them. Apparently, as an afterthought, somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I've no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it is used for. All right. Put you up there. Hey, look, that's done. So let me bring this out. This will become my archive, as it states. Now, interesting. Some of the other people don't get no notice. Okay, so we learned 4 things. I'm trying to see and remember. Or First Spire. I think we read that one. Spirit Eye we read. Sunbond, I thought, no, I guess we did not read Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. All right. I think that was it. Yes, sleep vessel, sunbond. And I feel like there was one other um thing that we came across. How do I get back to this? Here we go. Let's close this up for the moment. On Thomic fields, we have these 2 things. What are you? Interesting that you guys are just in a box. So I've stored a couple of things in the wine merchant's cellar next door. All right, so we are 29. The proprietor, a Mrs. Crenmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. All right. Just gonna we're gonna put them places. It's fine. Um and then we can open that up. Sorry. And put that away. What about you? On thermic fields, all thermic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thermic lens. Maybe that? A Durnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. So can I put them, I'll leave just those out. Okay. So we're going to need more of those. We have this as something, all of the drawers are now that we know of, because last time we definitely saw stuff, right? All of the stuff is now reviewed. Okay. I like how everything sways. That's pretty cool. Little things. Little things make me happy. Verona! Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of bed the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. All right, will do. Ooh. Thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols: Selenic of the moon, Dradic of the earth, or celestial, diurnal are Duric of the day, Noctic of the night, individual is Mentic of the mind, and Wexic of the body. Okay. Imbuements: calm, confusion, death, life, paralysis, poison, deception, fear, foresight, protection, strength, truth, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, weakness, and wisdom. I'm sure these will be very helpful in the symbology on some of this stuff. Elements: earth, we have earth, wind, and fire. No, we have earth, air, and fire, water, light, and dark. And materials: ashes, oil, soap, tallow, urine. Oh, you're in, you're out. Verdigris, vinegar, and wax. Mundane elements. Oh my. So we had just elements, and then we have mundane elements: antimony, arsenic, bismuth, platinum, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, zinc, which I think is on the edges of my, because I remember arsenic on the edges of my board down there. Planetary metals: copper being Venus, gold the sun, iron is Mars, lead is Saturn, quicksilver is Mercury, silver is the moon, and 10 is Jupiter. Then we have seasons: autumn, spring, summer, winter, weather: fog, hail, lightning, rain, snow, storm, thunder, wind, and cold. Oh, frost, heat, and ice. It continued to the next page. Wicca: blessing, horned god, rebirth, which is not triple goddess, spirituality, witch sign. Okay. We put you like right there? Okay. We've had a very eventful morning. Tess Sherwood, I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. No, no, not that. I want to use this. Nope, sorry. Horned shackle. Oh, this is little horn guy. Okay. Hold, please. I think we have maybe him? I don't see another horned guy. Let's look at that one more time just to make sure we get this right. Change in one's life. In use, the horns are rubbed between the fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pins, but most commonly. Okay, so let's take a look at you, sir. Bronze, touch, rigid. A remark on nothing. I have a strong sense of being watched. Yeah, okay. Let's put you back up. I should think more carefully. Okay. Well, how about I look at these items? Nothing to remark. This part feels smooth. This is rough. So this is probably it. It's just wood all over. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. But let's, we'll take a pointy and textured. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is it. The totem. Item has horns. Horns are worn smooth. Vesiger. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, among other oddities. Flames burn pale blue in their presence. Interesting. Okay, just real quick. I still don't know anything about that. Okay, cool. Ah, David, my favorite post person. At least the weather's looking a little bit better out there today. What do you have for me today? Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. How about I don't curse you into oblivion? Does that work? The farm. Oh, we have a couple of farms. Hold, please. No. Hold. Royston Farm. So 30. I want 30. Stop. 30. Royston Farm. Royston Farm. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Well, I at least get the item. Yeah? All right, and then we're gonna put you away. All right, Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Prince's Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I want to bring her something. You're going to bring her poison? She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I like. Okay, so you're a bad granddaughter. Got it. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort, and that is a joke. People have busy lives. People have tendencies, neuro things that keep relationship building happening. It was a joke. Thought maybe a moon heart would help her. Okay. I have a feeling I know what I'm looking for, but a moon heart. Is that like the heart chamber? Oh no. She's using something that I don't know what it's called. Like, she's not using the proper. Whoop, no, come back here. A moon heart. I know we read something about a moon heart. I don't remember. We didn't read this one. Evocant. These stone items. Oh no, we did read it. We just didn't see that image. My goodness. I'm assuming it's going to be something, you know, comforting, right? Not going to be a curse. Reassurance in times of upheaval and change. I know it said moon hearts somewhere. Moon hearts, Selenic totems. Got it. We read it. We did not see. Oh, that's a pretty thing. Carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and have then held tightly recalled that same feeling. Feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay, but it's totem. How about that? You can't get any more close. All right. Halgen Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. All right. Priestly things. Sure. Hi, Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Oh no, you're gonna have something that's bad. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Oh my, I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. All right, binding seed or Zia. What is it suggesting? The binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Shame. But the Zia, on the other hand, will instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They're made from everything except for wood or clay and typically have no symbol or other writing upon their surface. All right, well, we've got a choice. I think that's going to be the binding seed, because here, let's take a look at it. It's stone and dark wood, gnarled and rough, nothing to remark on scent and sound. I don't like how this makes me feel. Yep, I'm betting that this is, we'll put it in red, and we'll make the shape this. This is binding seed. So that's what we're saying that is. Oh, look, it puts it at the top if it's mine versus at the bottom. Well, maybe not. Maybe it puts it at the top no matter what. I'm going to bring this one back up so I can put the color. Oh, I could give it all sorts of the symbols. Oh, neat. Now that I know what the symbols mean. Okay, but that's red. Okay, and then do I have, what was the Zia one? Sense of fear and paranoia. They typically have no symbol or other writing upon their surface. Okay. Nothing to remark. You know what this one is? Yeah, this has symbols on it. My heart feels lighter. I don't think that's what we want to give them. At least, she doesn't seem like that's what she wants. I think strong feeling of being watched. I have nothing to remark. It's very possible we don't have a Zia yet. There is a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears. Well, maybe we do. Bronze and iron, not made of wood or clay. Somewhat painful. I'm betting this is, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Yeah. All right. So now it comes down to, do we give them mild or, let's go for it. Well, that's not right. Okay. So then let me take that off. And then maybe we'll just give her the binding seed, I guess. Yep. Binding seed. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An ascetic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Enjoy tormenting your former friend. Emmett Burrows. Hello. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a Libla to see us safely through. You will, huh? Only if I can identify it correctly, will you? Saying. Change, but are not held. An imbuement of wisdom shows that the Libla is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology as the old thaumaturs. Okay, so wisdom and change. All right. What? Oh, nope. Come back here. wisdom and change. Whoops. Is that the end? I guess so. Rebirth, blessing. Because that gave me very little to go off of. Dark, light, water. Wisdom. Okay. There's something else that says change. No, but wisdom. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. We're looking for something with that symbol. And hold on, please. Not merely decorative. There is power in symbology. Well, that doesn't look like what I'm looking for. No. This is scary. We don't want to give him that. That doesn't look like it either. That has the same symbology. Oh, this is it right here. Right there. Ah, recognize that symbol. Bears the symbol of wisdom. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some of and finished others off. So it's got mixed reviews. All right. End of the day. A deep pain radiated down the side of the writer's head where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Oh no. Alright. Those corners are a little tough to navigate. Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful. Whatever this is. Those are probably houses. Yeah, probably houses. Day 3, Saturday. All right. And with that, I think I'm going to stop here. This is gives that strange horticulture feeling but still being very different. And I really, really like that. Hopefully this is something you're also interested in, and we'll see where this goes. I couldn't make that girl downright crazy, so we'll see how that goes as well. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.